Hi, it's great to be with you today. I've got a superb little tool for you today to share. One that arose this week. I've been spending quite a lot of time in my Akashic records. Not sure if you're familiar with the Akashic records, the Akasha or not, but in brief, because you may well be, so I'll just say a little bit. But the Akasha really is, it's source energy, it's all that is. It's the void that everything arises from and returns to. And yeah, it's quite a difficult thing to actually put into words, but anyway, it is all that is, it's everything, it's source energy. And so the Akashic records are where all of the information is stored, like an energetic imprint of, say, for example, my records, my soul throughout all of life, from when it individuated from source to this present moment and going forwards. And it's a fabulous tool for healing and to give us wisdom and intuition that comes through insights, really. Intuition really is from our higher self. Anyway, it gives us like these insights and this guidance and amazing healing energies to help us on our journey through this lifetime and help us understand patterns that are going on or have gone on relationships and all that kind of thing. So anyway, I tap into the Akashic records a lot for myself when I have problems arising in my life and I want some guidance, I want some insight on what is the pattern that's at play here. So I use it for that. And I also use it just to tap in and get some amazing transmissions of beautiful, just love, really. That's what it is. That's what the Akasha is. It's love with a capital L. So I use it a lot. Anyway, recently, when I had my records opened, I was sort of posing this question of what my intention is, what I want to create, really. So my intention is to feel, was the prompt that I had. And what came to me was my intention is to feel satisfied, fulfilled, and joyful. I'm like, yeah, that sounds good, right? So I was receiving some information on that, like how can I feel this, more of this? How can I feel this on a daily basis? Is what I was posing to the Akashic teachers and lords. So, what is it that, how can I feel this every day? More of this every day. So what came back from them was they said to me, sit in silence every day. I know, a bit of a no-brainer. But yes, and I forget to do that sometimes. I do it anyway, it's always good to have these reminders. Sit in silence. And they were saying to me too, that when any fears arise from my writing creative process, whatever those fears might be, whatever the resistance might be that's coming up, or beliefs about myself or my book, or they actually said to me, just simply refuse to believe it. Just refuse to believe it. Whatever it is that the mind is conjuring up and trying to convince me is true, just refuse to believe it and just keep breathing deeply. Just keep breathing deeply and just don't attach to it. A little like a cloud that's moving through the sky. You can watch it, just be detached from it and just watching them going past. They're not affecting you. It's like, okay, all right, thought that was great. And then, this is a really important key bit. They then said to me, which kind of stopped me in my tracks, they said, what is it that you're doing to prevent yourself from feeling satisfied, fulfilled, and joyful? What are you doing to not feel that? Because you are love, you are source, we are all an aspect of source energy, of God, of the universe, or whatever, the divine, whatever your word is for that. And we are those things. We are love itself. We are this expansive being. So therefore, what are you doing and it wasn't a judging thing, but it was like, what are you doing that stops you from experiencing that? And so in reply to that, I had a sort of, my head was going, well, it's kind of coming up with reasons. Well, I go into my thoughts, I believe my fears, I believe my limiting beliefs, or that I can't do this, or... But what appeared in my mind's eye was this energy field around, let's call it resistance, which kind of covers all of those fears and beliefs and everything that was coming up for me. when I answered that question, you know, what am I doing? How am I getting in the way of knowing myself as all of these incredible qualities? And so I felt this energy, and they guided me to go right into the very core of this energy that arose. Just to go right into the center. You've probably heard me say this before. Letting go of thoughts, letting go of story, and taking your awareness right into the center of this energy field, and just being there, being still and breathing. Opening your heart, accepting and embracing every single part of all of this resistance. Just be still. And as I did that, it sort of just evaporated. This big amount of energy that had been there just sort of disappeared. So I stayed for a few more moments in this space, just feeling this wonderful relief and spaciousness and love that was here. And soaked that in. The truth of my being, who I really am. So that is what they've asked me to share with you today. It's a tool that we can all use and adapt, and they want me to share that with you. So I'm going to put it to you this way. So ask yourself in this moment, what is it that you'd like to feel more of, experience more of? By experience, I don't mean, you know, have a new house or whatever. I'm talking about emotions, states, qualities, you know, that you want to experience. More love, more acceptance. And then ask yourself, well, let's take a minute, just let it bubble up. Maybe it's right here. Maybe you just need to take some deep breaths and let it show itself to you. And if you're saying to yourself, well, I don't know, what if you did know? It's always a great question to ask yourself. It sort of bypasses the mind. Just pretend you did know. Let it come into your being. What is it that you really intending to feel? And then ask yourself, lovingly, gently, what are you doing? What are you doing that gets in the way of you experiencing that, or feeling that, or being that? But I urge you that instead of thinking about the thoughts of trying to analyze it, well, I do this or I do that, and then I do that, and then it's all his fault or her fault, and then they trigger me, and I let go of all of that, and instead meet the energy that exists around, which is the energy of what you're doing to not feel that. Just get a sense of it. Some of you might see it, some of you might feel it, some of you might hear it. However it appears to you is perfect in this moment. Simply taking your awareness right into the very center of this energy field that's appeared. And be still and keep breathing. Taking some deep breaths as you go right into the heart of the heart of the heart, into the very center of this energy field. Breathing out what no longer serves you. Just wait to see what happens. Sometimes the feelings can get more intense. That's okay. Just keep breathing. Keep going deeper and deeper inside and refusing to believe any words, stories, thoughts that are appearing. Just focus on the energy. Take your awareness right into the energy, and that's it. Stay there. And you'll notice that it takes just seconds for this shift to occur. And remember, we're never doing it to experience the shift. We're kind of playing with this energy. And every single time you inquire in this way, we do it freshly, as if it's for the first time, with the curiosity of a small child, finding all the wonder in the world. Because the truth is, you never know what it's going to be like as you go into the center of the center of the center. That's it. Continuing to breathe out anything that wants to be released. Wonderful. Thank you for letting me guide you. It is a pleasure as always. I hope that you found this video helpful, valuable in some way. And please share with friends if you've enjoyed, and subscribe to the channel so that you get to see all of the new videos when they're posted. And use this tool whenever you can in your life, whenever you notice that there is resistance to something, or if you're sort of saying to yourself, I wish I this, I wish I that, asking yourself, well, what is it that's getting in the way? But remember, that question can't come from the head, it has to come from the heart. When you're in a quiet place, when you can be really honest with yourself and fall inside of that energy field, just be with it, loving it and embracing it, and waiting to see what happens. And so it is. Thank you. Until next time. Goodbye.